Hey, beautiful soul, can I ask you something? Have you felt it lately? Not just your thoughts, but something much deeper. Like your soul has been trying to get your attention. Maybe you've been waking up feeling different, even if nothing in your outer world has changed. Maybe friendships feel unfamiliar. Maybe the dreams you once chased don't light you up the way they used to. Maybe you're craving more stillness than stimulation, more authenticity than approval. If that's you, take a deep breath, because I don't think you're falling apart. I think you're remembering who you are. And maybe, just maybe, what you're feeling isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. Today, I want to tell you an ancient story. Not about predictions, not about fate, not about fear, but about becoming. Whether you believe in astrology is a sacred spiritual language, a symbolic mirror, or simply a beautiful tool for self-reflection, the story has echoed through civilization for thousands of years. It's a story that reminds us we're never walking alone. The sky has always been speaking. We've simply forgotten how to listen. The cosmic library. Imagine for a moment, the universe isn't a giant machine. Imagine it's a living library. Every planet is a storyteller. Every constellation is an ancient memory. Every eclipse is a surprise chapter. Every retrograde is a sacred pause where the heroine catches her breath before the next act. Now imagine three wise women sitting around the same fire. One studies Western astrology. One practices ancient wisdom of Vedic astrology. One carries the sacred calendar of the Mayan tradition. At first glance, they seem completely different. Different maps, different stars, different languages. But then they begin sharing stories, and something incredible happens. They're all describing the same journey. Western astrology gently asks, "Who am I becoming?" Vedic astrology whispers, "What ancient lessons are your soul finally ready to transform?" The Mayan tradition smiles and reminds us, you are not separate from the cosmos. You are one heartbeat inside an infinite universe. Three traditions, one truth. Life isn't punishing you. Life is inviting you to wake up. Enter Venus now. Let's talk about one of the most misunderstood characters in our cosmic story. Venus. Most people hear Venus and immediately think romance, dating, beauty, maybe even shopping. But ancient mystics knew Venus as something much deeper. She is the guardian of the heart. She is the keeper of self-worth. She is the quiet voice inside you that has always known your value, even on the days you forgot. And ever so often, Venus appears to move backwards across the sky. Astrologers call this a retrograde, but I want you to imagine it differently. Imagine Venus gently taking your hand. She smiles and says, "Come with me. There's something precious you've left behind." She doesn't rush. She walks slowly. She leads you into the forgotten room of your own heart. The room where you have learned that being lovable meant being perfect. The room where you confuse overgiven with love. The room where you apologize for taking up space. the room where you believed your worth depended on how much you accomplished. She doesn't open these doors to make you suffer. She opens them because you're finally ready to heal them. That's what Venus Retrograde symbolizes. Not heartbreak, heart remembering. The sacred pause. Here's something I wish more people knew. The universe rarely shouts. Most of the time, it whispers. But we live in a world that's always asking us to move faster, do more, earn more, become more. Meanwhile, our soul is quietly asking, can we slow down long enough to hear ourselves again? That's what retrograde symbolizes. There's no cosmic punishment. There's sacred pauses. The universe saying, before I give you everything you've been asking for, let's make sure your heart believes it's worthy of receiving it. Because abundance doesn't only require opportunity, it requires capacity. Love doesn't only require another person, it requires openness. Purpose doesn't only require talent, it requires trust. Sometimes the greatest miracles isn't something arriving. Sometimes it's finally becoming the version of yourself who can receive what's been waiting for you all along. And then, just when you've started finding your rhythm, the light flickers and an eclipse arrives. I love thinking of eclipses as cosmic plot twist. The chapter where the story changes direction. Not because you failed, but because you've grown. Sometimes an eclipse closes a door you've been desperately trying to keep open. A relationship, a career, a version of yourself, a dream you've quietly outgrown. At first, it feels like a loss, but later, you realize it was liberation because your soul has never been interested in comfort. Your soul came here for expansion. Every ending creates space. Every release makes room. Every goodbye whispers. Something more aligned is finding its way to you. Your life is the ceremony. Here's what I think we often forget. Spirituality isn't only found in meditation cushions, or moon rituals, or crystal collections. It's found in an ordinary Tuesday. It's found in choosing yourself. It's found in drinking water, getting enough sleep, setting boundaries, sending the text, taking a walk, making the doctor's appointment, cooking yourself a nourishing meal, forgiving yourself for being human. Your soul doesn't need perfection. It needs participation. Every small act of self-respect becomes a prayer. Every honest conversation becomes healing. Every moment you choose authenticity over performance, you rewrite generations of conditioning. That's sacred, that's magic, and that's alchemy. I don't believe your birth chart exists to trap you. I like to think of it as a love letter. Not one that tells exactly what will happen, but the one that gently reminds you of the gifts you've been carrying all along. Maybe astrology isn't about predicting the future. Maybe it's about remembering yourself. Maybe every planet is simply another mirror, reflecting back the wisdom your soul already knows. Because here's the beautiful secret. The stars don't create your light. They remind you it has always been there. So if life feels uncertain right now, if everything feels like it's shifting, if you've been questioning who you're becoming, take another deep breath. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not missing your path. You are living it. One brave choice at a time. One surrendering moment at a time. One sacred pause at a time. The universe isn't asking you to have all the answers today. It's simply asking you to stay present, to trust your heart, to honor your own timing, and to remember this: the most beautiful galaxies weren't created overnight, neither was your soul. Thank you for sharing this space with me today. If this episode found you exactly when you needed it, trust that wasn't an accident. Until next time, be gentle with your heart, be curious about your journey, and remember, the universe has never been trying to change who you are. It has been helping you remember who you've always been. I'll meet you there. Bye, beautiful soul.